Welcome back, everybody, to Ultimate CNFT. Mike, aka Mr. Ultimate, here with you today, and we're talking about Musashino Art NFT. Now, this is the first abstract art project in the CNFT space, and I love to feature things like that because I love things that are first of their kind. Now, we're going to go through some comparisons with Ethereum and take a look at some of the prices from the abstract art on Ethereum compared with what is coming to us on Cardano. Stick with me, you guys. I've got a lot of things to talk with you about on this particular project. I am excited about this. Again, I love to be a part of things that are first and showcase things here on Ultimate CNFT that are, for the Cardano space and are something kind of special. And I feel like that's what we're on to here. Now, there's a story of my involvement, with the team, and we're going to meet the team here in a second. And before we jump into all this information, I would like to give a shout out to the team because the team has really donated to the channel. They're helping my cause, and I really appreciate that. They've given me 8 NFTs already to give away to, of course, my tier 3 paid subscription membership members. If you want to know more about that, I'll be talking about that at the end of the video, so you can stick with me. At that time, we'll go over it. Let me go just show you guys, because these are some cool NFTs they've given me. So they're donating 3 DGen bunnies, which is really cool. These guys are on a run, actually heading towards a 108 floor, which is pretty cool. We got 3 troubled cats. We've got a land parcel from Boss Planet and a land parcel from Pavia. This particular team is actually involved in both Pavia, I believe, and Boss Planet. I know they've got an estate in Pavia already, and really cool. So not only that, you guys, but they're also going to be donating 8 of their post-minted NFTs. These guys are kicking down 16 NFTs. Shout out to the team. Let's go check them out. I'll talk more about the stuff that they're giving post-mint in a minute, but this is part of the story that I want to introduce you with my personal experience with this team. And I'm not going to pronounce all these names because I don't want to slaughter them, but out of respect, I would like to talk to you about the founder, Satoshi Ryu. He's the founder of Musashino NFT Studio, early investor in crypto, NFT, metaverse, land, smart, 10 years experience in filming and creative industry. Community manager, Hizo Shiki, I think I said that right. Now, the crypto and NFT investor, 5 years experience in photography and IT industry. Now, these 2 gentlemen here, they had actually approached me about talking about their project. And so we jumped on a Zoom call, actually, and I got to meet them. They were both actually in the studio, which was really cool. We were talking about stuff. I was very excited about their project and all the things that they're trying to, basically bring to Cardano for the first time. And I said, okay, great, I'm on board. I like it. So we started talking about things and, the basic things that I do on my channel here. And then we started talking about, are you doxxed? And at that point, they weren't doxxed. And they told me that they had plans to be doxxed. And that it was kind of like in the works or whatever. And so I'm thinking, okay, there's this rare occasion where sometimes people don't need to be doxxed. I think it's extremely rare. I don't cover teams that are undoxxed on my channel. So I told them very openly and plainly, I said, hey, I love everything. I really wish you guys could get doxxed before you're mint. Well, you know what? Guess what? They've done exactly that. To shout out to you guys. They are fully doxxed now. There's a couple more team members as well, but these are the folks that I have experience with, and I would like to give them a shout out because ultimately that is what led me to be able to make this video here for the Ultimate CNFT fam to enjoy. We're going to go check it out. They've got it on their Twitter. They've got it on their Discord, which we're going to be checking out both of those throughout this video, but they are officially doxxed right there. There's their official documentation, certification, and again, we will go over that here in a little bit. This is by bearmarket.io and TED Nation, so shout out to you guys for doing that. Shout out to the team for donating so many NFTs, 16 in total for the tier 3 subscription. I'm excited, you guys. Let's go jump into it. Let's hit their Twitter real quick before we hit their Discord and finishing up with their actual website as well, because it's a very well done website, and the way they're breaking this whole thing down is pretty cool. So they've got 3,857 followers. They've got around the same on Discord, so nice even numbers. I've actually watched these guys grow and double in numbers in the last 3 weeks or so since I had that first meeting with them on the Zoom call. So that's exciting. I like to see that organic growth, and just very concerned about the community growing and the awareness, splitting their mint up into 2 pieces, all that good stuff. I just wanted to highlight again here because again, these things are very important to me. There's your documentation certification with TED Nation, and that's just absolutely incredible because I know at the time they're again I had personal reasons for not, fully coming out and doing that, but those things have all been zipped up. And that is one of the, again, reasons I'm so excited, because you see people who are serious and passionate about what they're doing and being a part of the CNFT space for a very long time. Both of these people, I've done my research and my background on them as well. They've been around for a while. And as a matter of fact, they were OG mentors of Ape Society because they watched my video. And so those are the kind of friendships I like to establish in the space. And I'd love to see what they're doing. So we're going to go basically, and we're going to check out this website. So the first abstract art CNFT in Cardano, yes, they've got their minting tick down timer right there, 6 days, 22 hours, and 5 minutes or so until this whitelist mint. I will go over the actual details of the mint with you more in their Discord, because they've got a couple of announcements I'd like to share with you guys. But they're basically starting on November 1st, and it's a 48-hour whitelist mint, and then the rest will start 2 days after that. But you can also win 30 whitelists right here on my channel for being a member of my Discord. So check all that stuff out, you guys. Here we go. So Musashino Art NFT is a new generation art studio with produces digital art, NFTs, and various collectibles, art in the metaverse. This is a very metaverse-friendly project. We will be talking more about that here in a few minutes. We are a group of illustrators and 3D artists who love to explore various art and genre in the digital space. Now, these are called the Harlem Arts series. Is the first art collection from Musashino. It is a 9,900 algorithmically generated abstract NFT art on the Cardano blockchain. This is really cool. So here are some examples of how this has turned out. And if you look at some projects like this on Ethereum, some of them go for a pretty penny. Personally, and I know that y'all know me here, I'm a Cardano maxi. You probably think I'm biased in my opinion, but I'll show you exactly, how I've basically not just come to my own conclusion, but it's right here on the website to see. I think that this art is done way better than what I'm seeing on Ethereum. I'm starting to see Cardano really rise and step up their game, and that's one of the reasons I'm so excited to feature this project, because they're bringing it first to the space, and I think they're doing it better than Ethereum. We'll check it out here, but here's a roadmap to break down for you guys right now. There's a little bit of mystery involved, so I do kind of like that as well. Now that we're a fully doxed team, you can do that. Shout out to you guys. I love it. So here we go. We will unlock and initiate goals according to the roadmap below. So 50% mint out. 3D mini museum NFT drop to all Musashino holders. Now this is pretty cool because it's basically like an airdrop. At 50% sold out, we will start to build. Oh, that's not the airdrop. This is the building of the Metaverse Museum right here. So this will be a free companion NFT to all Musashino art holders who hold 3 NFTs and above. I retract that again. Yes, this is part of an airdrop. So that's pretty cool. If you hold 3 of these, look, I'm full disclosure, by the way, on UltimateCNFT, I am minting. I'm going to mint a few of these just because I want to hold on to the art. I want to be a part of something that's a first, and the first series of the 2 releases that they're doing. So I will be doing that. I'm looking forward to participating and getting all these cool things. We'll talk more about those later. Again, very metaverse friendly project. So here's the 75%. So the launching of the Musashino metaverse at 75% sold out. We will start to build a metaverse, which will be a virtual art gallery. This Cardano needs something like this, a virtual art gallery. Don't forget, you guys, NFTs started as art, and then they became very utility heavy, and that's all great, but art cannot be kind of just really pushed off to the side, especially when you're focusing on that and it's abstract and it's, computer AI generated. Some pretty cool stuff here. So 100% sold out. Second series Musashino art collection launch at 100% sold out. We will deliver the free museum NFT, sick, another freebie, Musashino Metaverse Virtual Art Gallery. We will plan for the art series 2 in the community as the community basically responds. So they are, again, very community driven. The first talk that I had with these 2 gentlemen, they reminded me how much they really believe in communities, because long before they ever even decided to come out here and establish a project, they were basically in the CNFT space, and they were like us. They were collectors. They're buying and they're selling, and they're checking out, all the information on the projects they like to get themselves into. And of course, the best way to do that is to become part of the community. So when you learn these things along the road, and when you get excited to bring in your own project to light, now you get to steer the direction of the community. And I really did get a sense of that from talking to them, face to face on the computer, of course, because this is the digital age we're talking about here. But I did really get a sense of them for that, and I'm happy to report that these guys are very community driven, and Of course, that's like the number one thing on my personal checklist. How do you treat your community? How do you plan on running your community? And then how do you plan on running your project? And what do you got plans for the future? So again, not just an art project. There are some utilities, and we will check those out here in just a minute. But let's check out the rest of this, of the details. This is the little juicy kind of mysterious part here. So there's a secret announcement after the 100% mint out. The details will announce after we're 100% minted, and then you'll probably be able to click this little button right here and check out the beginning of the new roadmap. So let's get back up to the top, because there's a lot of questions here, but you can pretty much do that by being part of the community. I do suggest that you go join the Discord and the Twitter. I will have all the links to all that stuff, including my Discord, where you can go win those NFT giveaways, in the link description box below. A couple more things to talk about here. There were some media coverage before the Ultimate CNFT coverage here, right here, fresh today. Blake, my good friend Blake, love Blake, Atlantic, and we got Awesome Ms. JL, 3 highly respected YouTubers in this space. They all 3 covered. They all have a little bit of piece on this. Now, this was early in the development, back when they were still, real fresh, under 1,000 followers on each and everything like that. So, these guys have been working real hard to be out there and to be seen and to get noticed. The marketing campaign is really, really well, and you can see they've basically got themselves everywhere. This is a prepared team. Everywhere you could possibly list yourself for people to know what's up and coming, they have done. High marks in that. Now let's go check out a few more things, because I want to get into some utility side and some of the giveaways as well. Quick detour, I want to show you a few of the latest announcements here on Discord before we finish up all of the other information that you do need to know. So stick with me till the end of this video on their website. So right now, let's check it out. This is a very important message. This was done on October 17th. It talks a little bit about basically, the founder and how he got involved in the NFT space, and starting with Ethereum, of course, ending up where we all belong in Cardano, which we already know that here on Ultimate CNFT. But a little bit of background and a full-on, kind of like a disclosure thing here. Like, we will always be an art first project, but there will be unique utility incentive too by holding Musashino art NFTs. All these will be unlocked according to the roadmap. Remember, we talked a little bit earlier about how the roadmap's got a little bit of a mystery to it here, and it's going to be unlocked after this first phase mint. I'm looking forward to seeing how that unlocks and what that is. There is some more things for me to show you utility-wise, which we will check out, but these are the things that I like to cover here, so check it out. So far, we've had a collab with 20 plus projects. Great. Being a part of the other projects in the space shows that you include other people in your plans, and other people like you enough to include you in their plans. So big points on that, because I love to see projects do that. Listed in multiple CNFT directory websites, which we just showed, which is great for advertisement, and work with a few YouTubers and influencers, including yours truly, Mr. Ultimate, right here. We are already sorted with some 3D works, which is also great to see. You can see the sample images of the 3D Museum Companion NFT. We will take a look at those. We have an estate in Pavia. They're just waiting to fully development, and as soon as they're done with their mint. But this is the details that you've got to know when you do, if you do, decide to plan on minting this project. Again, always do your own research, you guys. Whether a team is doxed, or whether I'm showing something, or whether I'm telling you that I'm excited or I'm minting this project, please always do your own research. But when you do and you decide, this is the information right here you got to know. So the phase 1 mint is around 4,900 pieces. Again, this is a total collection of 9,900 split in 2. So this first phase is the 4,900. The whitelist is 70 ADA, and that's the 1st of November at UTC, 7 a.m. And that is open for 48 hours. I like the fact that they're doing a 48-hour whitelist mint. That's really, really cool. People got plenty of time to do that. Now, the public mint is 80 ADA, and that's obviously a 10 ADA difference. So if you do plan on minting this project, there's no reason in the world, whether you're minting 1 or whether you're minting 30, whatever it may be, you're going to want to save that ADA. So make sure you find out easy ways to get those whitelists, which you can be a part of on their Discord and their Twitter, or just simply be a joiner and a follower of Ultimate CNFT on my Discord channel, because I've got 30 of them to give away. I'm excited about that. So the 3rd of November at 9 a.m. UTC, and this is going to run open until this project is fully minted. However much time that may take remains to be seen, but it's gonna basically mint out at some point, because they're gonna leave it open, and that's great, because then they can start working on the other phases of their project, and those are the things, again, that I'm excited about. So there's your details right there. You've got all the information you could possibly want. Of course, this is right here on their Discord. Join it up and keep on top of it yourself. Now, I wanted to highlight this as well before I move on, because of course, a lot of people are playing poker. It's a great way for Discords to have, their communities get involved, but it's also a great way to partner and collab with other projects. Now, shout shout out to this team because they have basically collaborated at this point with 18 other projects. And there's some projects on this list that I'm very familiar with, and I like to see that, again, people working together to bring the space together and to grow their communities. And also, hey, they're giving away 1,000 ADA and here's a whole list of NFT giveaways and whitelist spot giveaways. So shout out to the team for doing all those things because, again, community and collaboration is a beautiful thing to check out in the Cardano space. Now, let's go peeking on some of that utility and some of those comparisons with Ethereum right now. All right, now let's talk a little bit about that NFT utility, and let's talk about the rarity breakdowns of this and some of the incentives as well. I've got a couple of clips on videos I want to show you as well too. So basically, here is your category. We got prestigious, elegance, and noble. So there's 220 legendaries. This is going to be out of, I believe, the total mint because, yeah, you talk about basically that's how many there are. So you can pretty much cut these numbers in half, I believe, because, again, the whole total of 9,900 has been cut in half to about 4,900 for this first mint. So there's going to be probably about 110 legendaries. Now, this is pretty cool. So there's a free airdrop raffle. There's a couple special incentives. You can read all this stuff here, but this big one is pretty cool. So if you end up with one of these prestigious legendaries, there's a raffle for 1 sandbox land, which is actually really, really cool. That's kind of a pretty high value. So the elegance, and now there's 2,000 of those, and the noble, there's 7,680. There's going to be 10 Pavia lands to be distributed, 20 Boss Planet lands to be distributed, and you can see these match some of the NFT giveaways I've already given away for my Tier 3 paid subscription members as well. What's really cool, I talked about earlier, is that they're going to give me a total of 8 post-minted NFTs. Now, they have guaranteed me that after they mint out this total first print run, I am going to get my hands on 6 nobles and 2 elegances, and those are also going to go out to all my Tier 3 paid subscription membership members, which is really cool. So again, thanks you guys for giving all that stuff away, and thank you for doing stuff like this, giving away a sandbox land, giving away some Pavia, some Boss Planet. Again, very metaverse friendly, very, very metaverse capable project here, and we're going to take a look at some of their mints. But basically, once you own a Musashino art NFT, you have the 3 basic utilities as below: the access to the metaverse, details to be announced in the future, mint pass for future projects, which means they're just getting started here basically, incentive and rewards, now the details below, which we just looked at these rewards and these incentives. But here's a little bit of some whale incentive, right? So holder utility, if you hold 20 of any of these, doesn't matter which rarity they are, basically you get all this stuff right here, and it's a 24-hour free rental in the metaverse. Now, if you're planning on doing that, this might not look like something that's kind of a big deal quite yet because these things haven't been fully developed. But at some point when this metaverse, these are kicking off, and a lot of people are investing in metaverse land because they know they can hold on to this, they can develop these things, and they can actually rent them out to people. So there's a lot of value in holding and developing metaverse land, and these guys see that vision and they're a part of that vision. So again, read these details for yourself. This is not something that comes maybe into play right away, but this could be big in the future, so keep an eye on that. But there's some more general utility that I want to show you because this is something that I have not seen yet in the space. And so let's just let this speak for itself. We're going to watch these videos. They're both pretty short, so just stick with me here and let's pump these, right? Pay attention. Pretty cool. Now, I'm sure you paid attention to that and you saw what you can do by changing the background of your PFP. That is pretty freaking sick. I think that's the kind of thing that maybe somebody would overlook in the beginning, but a way to customize your PFPs, that is actually pretty amazing. So again, back to the whole metaverse thing right now, right? So let's say we've got these avatars, and we're talking about something that kind of comes along in the future because we know the metaverse is a big idea, and we know that the technology and the capabilities of what we can do within the metaverse really have barely even been sniffed at I mean, the sky is totally the limit with all this stuff, but a lot of it hasn't been developed yet. But when it does, imagine having something like this and being able to take your avatar and do something sick with this abstract art. Check this out. I think these guys are onto something. Me personally, I like to see, I have this vision of long-term Cardano metaverse NFT vision that I like to see develop somewhere down the road, because we all know it's coming. And when it gets here, these are the kinds of things that I think when you're the first person to act on something like this with these capabilities, honestly really could be big. And again, the sky's the limit. And this is very exciting because this is a utility that's not necessarily, it's not passive income. You know, it's not, you know, hold a bunch of these and end up with a bunch of these, which is, that stuff's all great and everything, but this is something different. I like to see things that are different. So I've got a few more things to share with you. Let's check out some of the rarity here. The rarity breakdown, which we've looked at, it's all right there. But here's what some of the prestigious elite legendaries are going to look like. And they've got, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 different categories. So more rarity within rarity, which is pretty cool. And, you know, obviously something like fantasy, atmosphere of life, organic, these are all really cool things. And you can see how you can change these backgrounds and do a lot of stuff with them. Now, compared to Ethereum, which we will look at here in a minute, that's actually pretty cool. So there's more commons. Even the commons are looking cool. I mean, they're only common because there's more of them. And who knows how they've integrated these kinds of things. We have yet to be seen after they do mint their project. I'm curious to see, with 4,900 different generatives, I don't know if some of these are going to be the same or if they're all going to be basically unique. That's going to be pretty cool. That's going to be something to keep your eyes on and see what happens. But here is some of that 3D companion art I was talking about. Now, again, look at some of these pictures. This is metaverse type stuff. This is the kind of things you can see building within whatever plot of land you have. It's interesting that they mentioned Sandbox too, because we're all talking about Cardano stuff here, but Sandbox, that is an Ethereum metaverse, and that is one of the ones that's further along in their development. But so I don't know if this is going to be cross-chain. Are these kind of some of the things that are in the works down the road? Now, I don't know. I'm not dropping any alpha here. I don't talk about things that I don't certainly know. But if you start to look at this and break it down, you can maybe make some assumptions and see some stuff like that. So this is also something you'll see that's familiar within the thumbnail that I produced for this, but this is like art gallery type looking stuff, which I think is really, really cool. And who knows how they're going to come along and develop these kinds of things, but these are going to be the kind of stuff that they're dropping. So holding some of these, obviously, you know, minting and kind of hanging on and just seeing what happens, you're going to end up with stuff like this in your wallet. For every 3 that you hold, you get a little companion. So that is pretty cool. Now, let's get into the potential before we finish up this video. There's a lot of stuff that you can read here. I will allow you to come and read this yourself, you guys, because especially those of you who are driving in your car. But this is what caught my eye, because I've been around in the NFT space long enough, and I've only dabbled in Ethereum, but I was watching, you know, OpenSea for a long time. I was checking out some of those huge sales that were going off and some of the 24-hour volume and 7-day volume and stuff like that. And I'm looking at some of these Ethereum projects and I'm going, what in the heck is this? So look at this Fidenza. Now we all know Fidenzas have this big old hype behind them, and some of the big YouTubers were talking about Fidenzas or whatever. But you know, for an 80 ETH floor, I don't know. Would I invest 80 ETH even from an investment standpoint of hoping that it might go up because of whatever, you know, rarity it may have? No, I'll be honest with you. That's just way too rich for my blood. But there are people who are doing it. So what I'm trying to say is there is a market for this kind of stuff. But if you look at Cardano, you know, Musashino, this is much better looking than, I'm sorry, this looks like an acid trip traffic jam that went bad and somebody puked their noodles. I'm not a fan for 80 ETH. I'm not a fan. Fidenza, Schmedlenza, Fidenza, I don't care what it is. No, thank you. I'll take this all day and I'll be minting that for 70 ADA. Thank you very much. Now let's check out some more of these, right? We got the Unigrid, 11 ETH. Okay, so we're now only down to the multi-tens of thousands of dollars with 11 ETH right here. But okay, kind of cool, but not 11 Ethereum cool. Now here's some Musashino art. Cool, I like it. Does it blow my mind? You know, not necessarily, but what I'm talking about is collectability, mintability, the possible of future investments going right, because we all know that Ethereum's here, Cardano's here. It's, oh yeah, slowly rising to the top, right? The competition is starting to take place, but when you get into something that is unique and something that's like a first of its kind, it's opportunity here. You know, whether you're a degen or whether you're a more, cerebral investor who takes their time and looks at these kinds of things. And even if you're just straight at art person, you kind of have these opportunities here. And that's, basically what kind of got me into like showcasing this project and being able to be like, I'm interested enough to mint this and see where it goes. And that's exactly where I'm at with you guys. Here's a couple more examples. This is a construction token. This is the one I like the most, believe it or not. It's just kind of like a bunch of lines on a screen, but 5 ETH. I would rather mint a whole bunch of these for 70 ADA or 80 ADA a pop than one of these for 5 ETH. And here's some more of these. These elementals were actually pretty cool. I kind of like those. Now this is more affordable, but you're still talking about something that's a couple grand or more here, depending on the price of ETH. And the Cardano Musashino equivalent right here to the left. I like it. I'm basically picking the Musashino every single time over the Ethereum. So there's a couple more examples for you guys right there, but I'm seeing something that basically to me says, take your shot, shoot your shot. Sometimes we get these opportunities, they come along once and you look back down the road and you go, gosh, why didn't I mint that project? Hey, listen, if you've made it this far to this video, I appreciate you. You guys are the true subscribers and followers of my YouTube channel. I appreciate every single one of you. Without all of my subscribers, I don't have a channel. Hit the thumbs up, hit the like button. It only takes 2 seconds. Leave a comment below. Tell me what you think about abstract art potential on the CNFT space. What do you think about the NFTs themselves? What do you think about the metaverse capabilities? Let's interact a little bit here because, maybe I'll even take some of those NFTs that are coming my way and I'll give them away to some of the best comments on here. So you never know. It always pays to engage right here on Ultimate CNFT. I appreciate every single one of you. If you want to know a little bit more about what I'm doing on my paid subscription tier 3 membership, hang out with me for 2 more minutes. But before we end this, I'd like to again give a shout out to the team for developing their community and getting ready to mint now. Congratulations. I'm hoping the best for you guys. I certainly will be picking up some of these and stashing them in my wallet and checking out your progress as you go. And hey, Mr. Ultimate's got to go. Peace and love. God bless. All right, everybody, for those of you who made it this far, I appreciate all of you. For those of you who are curious, you want to know more about my Tier 3 paid subscription membership club membership, well, join my Discord. The link will be in the description box below. You heard me talk about all the NFTs that I give away, all of the whitelists that I give away. If you want to find out more information, the best thing you can do is click the little join button. You won't have to sign up for anything, but what it'll do is it'll take you to the video that I made. It's about 7 or 8 minutes long. It describes in detail everything I'm doing right here on Ultimate CNFT, but I'll give you a quick rundown. So when you join my membership, it is $24.99 per month. Basically, I don't do any paid subscription advertisement videos. I don't charge people to make coverage on their particular projects. I only cover the projects I like, the projects I'm invested in, because I really believe in showcasing the best of the CNFT space. But I strike a deal with the founders. They give me whitelists, they give me NFTs, postman to NFTs, whatever it may be, and all that stuff goes straight to the people who have subscribed to my channel and keep me doing what I love to do. It's a unique way of, like I said, keeping me here, doing what I love, and putting NFTs and whitelist opportunities in your pocket. So if you want to subscribe, go right ahead. But the best thing you can do, you can join this Discord. It's free to everybody. You don't have to be a tier 3 or even a tier 2 or a tier 1 membership member. You can just basically join here and you can have some fun with this. You can jump into the general chat. Of course, there are some tier 3 exclusive channels that only the memberships get onto, but you'll join there and you'll basically become part of all the giveaways I do here on wheel spin videos. I do them all basically transparent so everybody can see, but there's a bunch of stuff you can get involved in here. There's a list, so basically you join. Shout out to everybody who's already on this list. We're 34 deep. I've got a special running for members 31 through 40 right now. Every single one of you gets an NFT for signing up once we hit 40, but basically everybody on this list has gotten multiple whitelists, multiple NFTs. They're super stoked on what I'm doing. We're barely into our 2nd month. I've covered so many projects. I've given away so many NFTs, all kinds of opportunities, and we're just getting started here. So if you want to know a little bit more about it, basically, join the community, come say hi. But there are some links that you can jump onto once you've joined that. So there's an Ultimate CNFT wallet. You can click this link and you can see all the NFTs that are sitting in this wallet that basically belong to the things I'm doing for those who are on the tier 3 list. And now the longer you're on this list, the higher tier NFTs you unlock for the giveaways, plus all the stuff that I get from all the founders for all the work I do. It's a beautiful system. We're having a great time doing it. And everyone here who has basically been here the whole time, they're super supportive of what I'm doing. And I appreciate all of you. You know who you are. Thanks for making it this far in the video. And also there's a link to the subscription video. Like I said, you can watch right here on the YouTube channel. It's all right there. I would like for you guys to maybe read a little bit about my passion in the space, why I do what I do, why I'm here, and all these wonderful things. But hey, listen, I got to get this video uploaded. Come join, come check it out, you guys. Again, link in the description box below. Let's get it.